Hi everyone, I'm Nhi. Now I'm in class 9A3 and I'm studying Juvenile Secondary School. I enjoy reading books and surfing the internet. On the internet, I read a lot of status about COVID-19 and perhaps the topic of COVID-19 can't stop hot. And what about you, Trinh? What do you think about this epidemic?
Hi Nhi, I'm Trinh. I'm in class 9A5 and I'm a member of Juvenile Secondary School. Today, I'm going to tell you about the effect of COVID-19 for our life. As everyone knows, including teachers and students, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a huge impact on people's lives. Everyone assumed it was a human disaster, but what about the teenagers? What did they think about this? And from our point of view, many things are affected, and we feel that the things that are being affected the most are health and education. As we all know, the coronavirus had extremely serious effects on human health. It is transmitted through nasopharyngeal secretion through direct or indirect contact with an infected person. This concludes saliva, respiratory secretions are droplets that come from an infected person's mouth or nose when they cough, sneeze, speak, or sing. Once infected, we may not have symptoms for the first few days, but in the following day, we have some mild symptoms such as sore throat, flu, mild fever, and the longer the incubation period, the more severe the symptoms such as difficulty breathing, heaviness in the chest, cough, and fever. This is because the virus had entered the lungs and is destroying lung cells, leading to the imposed conditions, and the longer it takes, the risk of death of the affected person is possible.
Many countries in the world have been subjected, and it has caused the medical apparatus around the world to be overloaded. And now in Vietnam, we can also see the urgency in the process of treating patients. The more people affected, the more people can die. We can see that the number of people affected with COVID-19 now has more than 275 million cases, and also more than 5 million people have died from the disease. In Vietnam alone, there have been over 1.5 million infections and nearly 13,000 deaths. That is not a small number, and it has made the psychology of our people even more afraid.
This casualty has caused many families to lose loved ones. Many children have family become orphans. Beautiful grief. And now there is also a vaccine against COVID-19, which is a very good sign. We must be grateful to the people who created the vaccine because they played a big part in the fight against the epidemic. However, we still have to live with the motto, living with the epidemic.
In addition, the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on education is not small. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted education system around the world, resulting in the mass closure of schools and universities. Although we know that closed schools to reduce the spread of COVID to the community had also caused inefficiency in teaching, and the impact of COVID. My school had to teach by online methods. With this form of teaching, many students are extremely depressed, difficult to absorb, and teachers are extremely difficult to manage students.
Not only that, but it also extremely difficult to assess student abilities. So talking about Vietnam today, we can see that the skill of teachers in information tools is a difficult thing. Many remote areas do not have modern mobile devices so that students can study together.
And in the end, in short, COVID-19 is such a challenge for us as we are still teenagers and have just received the first dose of the vaccine. Our suggestion is that everyone should stay healthy, follow the measures 5K, participate in the vaccination if possible, wear the mask when coughing or sneezing, cover your nose or mouth with a tissue or your elbow, and wash your hands frequently.